How's it going, guys? I'm NDA, and I'm going to be exploring the GTA Online broken economy. It's no secret that the GTA Online economy is pretty unfair, it's pretty skewed, and I'm going to be reacting to a few videos today where there's been video essays made on it, and I'm going to react to some of the points that are being made as a GTA Online player myself, give my take on it, and see what's truth and what's not truth. But also see if there's anything that I don't know. I mean, I've been playing GTA Online for like over a decade now. So I think I've got a pretty good understanding of the situation, but I'm going to see if there's new perspectives that I can take on this. And then I'm going to give my honest opinion at the end. But if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can see more content from me.
Inflation.
Inflation. Inflation.
Inflation. Inflation.
Inflation. The game you...
There we go. Done. That is GTA Online summarized. Just inflation. I think it's a bit more complicated than that, but you can pretty much pin it all down to inflation.
Yes, 11 years ago, GTA 5 was released, where players had the opportunity to work hard and be rewarded fairly, but fast forward to 2024 and prices are at an all-time high.
That's a bit rose-tinted glasses, because I remember playing GTA back in 2013 as a 13-year-old, and it wasn't fair. So it was still a grind. I was doing Rooftop Rumble constantly over and over again, just doing that mission to get a bit of money. And I must have done that mission over 1,000 times just to earn enough money to buy some things. So I don't think it was ever fair. That's a bit rose-tinted glasses.
With players' money staying the same, and here's how inflation has ruined GTA. Probably thinking like,
Oh, $1 million is nothing.
but you have to realize, this was in 2013, before KO Perico, before the Diamond Casino replay glitch, and really before all the money glitches YouTube is flooded with. Back then, the best ways to make money were waiting till jobs were double money in RP, and then just grinding them for as long as possible.
That is actually a good point. It is also easier now than ever to earn money on GTA Online. You got things like heists, you got businesses, you got these other ways of making money which are passive, but also there's other ways of making money like the heist where you earn a massive amount. It's circa 2013 when we were playing it for the GTA Online for the first time. I think for the first year or two, heists weren't even a thing. Businesses were definitely not a thing. So the only way that you can make money in GTA Online was through missions or races or things like that. You couldn't do any heists or anything. And businesses, they didn't arrive until several years later. Like, it was a good while later. So for the first several years of GTA Online's existence, it was very, very difficult to make money.
Back in the day, if you had an adder, a high-end apartment, decent weapons, and some money, you were the king.
Yeah.
GTA just isn't like that anymore. Phone to check what you want your first car to be, and you see this for $1.6 million, or this for $1.5 million, or this for $1.8 million. I mean, all of these are more expensive than the adder, and they're all a lot worse. And
I was actually thinking this the other day. I was playing the game and I looked just to see if I could buy a new car, and I did see the prices for some of these really like basic looking cars being over $1 million, and I'm just like, really, why are these so expensive? Like, there must be performance cars or anything, but they're not. They're just cars. They're just cars. That's literally the simple fact of it. So that I don't really get.
Which actually brings me to my next point of why is there a $5 million cop car?
Literally, what's the point?
If you haven't been on recently, this is one of the newest cars in GTA, and it's $5.4 million. Even the other cop cars are pretty overpriced, but I don't want to get into...
Why is it? I guess it's because it's a cop car. It's rare? I don't know. What's Rockstar thinking? I don't know what Rockstar's thinking. You can do the bounty hunting and things like that, so you can use the cop car for that. But still, it doesn't really make that much of a difference, so I don't know what Rockstar's thinking there. It is a bit of a mad price.
We all know the taser, right? It's actually a pretty fun weapon to use. But if you go into a gun shop and try to look for it, you'll probably notice that it's nowhere to be found. That's because the only way to get a taser is to actually buy it from your agency for just a small fee of $350.
Okay, this is actually something I didn't know. I've been wondering for the longest time how to get a stun gun. That's how? Why, Rockstar? Why?
think the only weapons that are more expensive are the Up and Atomizer, the Unholy Hellbringer, and the Widowmaker, which, yeah, that means the Taser is one of the most expensive weapons in GTA.
Yeah, I accidentally, when I first restarted playing GTA Online a year or two ago, I went into ammunition and I bought a few guns, and I had about $1 million in the bank, and all that money had basically gone, and I didn't realize because I was just buying these guns thinking that they're not going to be too expensive. It just wiped me out, and there's nothing inherently different or new about the gun. Like, it's the same as all the other guns, just looks different. So it begs the question why they're so expensive, yet the normal guns like the AK and the M4 and things like that are so much cheaper. It doesn't really this is the part I don't get. I don't get it, Rockstar. Why are you making certain things more expensive and other things you'd leave in behind? I don't understand.
But in story mode, if I go into an ammunition store, the Taser is $100. So please,
Yeah.
Rockstar, is it $100 or
Well,
$350?
I think the key reason behind that is because, like, with story mode, it's enclosed in story mode, so there's nothing that can really influence the prices. But with GTA Online, because you've got all these other players playing the game at the same time, and there's sometimes these money glitches and hacks and things like that, which can distort how much money each player has, Rockstar doesn't really have that much of a choice. They have to ump up the prices. But also, I feel like it's because they want to make sure that you keep playing the game. If the prices are higher, you're going to have to play the game longer so that you can afford it. I think that's the idea behind that.
2000. Make it make sense. And so far, if you haven't came to the conclusion that the economy in GTA is messed up, let me take you to a clothing store.
This is what I mean. The exact same thing with clothing is the same with the weapons.
Price. But then we have other things like a jacket for 50,000.
They've got the onesies in GTA Online now, and they're hundreds of thousands of dollars. It doesn't make any sense at all.
Some other random black jacket for 40,000, a literal straight jacket for 38,000, but most importantly, a colored alien suit for 330,000.
Yeah.
I want to move on to the $10 million plane. And if this isn't the definition of inflation, I don't know what is.
No, this golden jet is the definition of bragging rights. Like, you can get this exact jet for like $1 million, I think, but it's not gold. This gold one is $10 million. So this, I kind of understand in a really skewed way, because this isn't inflation. This is just this is flexing.
We all bought it. I know I did.
I did not buy it. I did not. I was not going to waste my money on that.
I mean, they could literally take the worst car ever and list it for $19 million, and I know all of you are going to grind for it. Like, same thing goes for the yacht. None of you actually want it.
No. Don't bring up the yacht. When the yacht came out, this is one of my worst decisions, but I bought the most expensive shark card. Yeah, it was the Megalodon shark card for 10 million, because that's how much the yacht was. I don't know why I did that. Spent £60 on a yacht that wasn't even real in GTA Online, and I to this day I barely used it. That was a vanity purchase. It was one of my worst decisions, one of my worst purchases.
Yet somehow we all have it, and this is why I feel like prices are just gonna keep going up. Only most notably the Oppressor Mark II from $3.8 million to $8 million, which is insane. And there's plenty of more vehicles that got hit with inflation, but we don't want to be here all day.
One thing that hasn't gotten really expensive is the apartments. Like, you can buy the houses and apartments in GTA Online. They haven't gone up at all. They are still at 2013 prices, which is insane. But I also know that the apartments are useless, pretty much. Unless you have, like, a penthouse where you can, like, set up a heist. These apartments are absolutely useless. They're kind of just, like, nothing, really. So I'm not surprised they haven't gone up in price.
2013, the best ways to make money were doing double money jobs and just grinding out contact missions, both paying maybe, like, 20,000 max.
Yeah, it is kind of proportional in a way, but I think the prices have gone whilst the amount of money that we've earned has kind of gone a bit like that.
The only way to really get all of these new cars were to buy shark cards. There's literally articles of people spending thousands of real dollars around.
Oh, I felt bad spending £60 on a shark card. I mean, people spend a lot of money, like skins on Call of Duty and Fortnite. Like, microtransactions are a big thing.
The problem is really with new players that are still stuck doing contact missions for money, except now when they spend all day doing it, instead of being able to buy the best thing in the game, they can barely get a nice house.
Maybe I am wrong. Maybe it is more difficult for new players now than it was for us back then, because back then we didn't know any other way of making money, so we just grinded out the same missions over and over again. Nowadays, if you're starting out GTA for the first time and you know that there's other ways of making money that are better, but you need to buy this or buy that to get to it, that's gonna be difficult, man. Like, if you start off fresh as a new player in GTA Online, if you're wanting to start doing heists, you need to have a property so that you can do the heists in, and to get the property you need to somehow make money. And how do you make money? You have to grind out the low paying contact missions. It is difficult, it's a grind, but I think there's more opportunity now. You know what you're chasing, which I think is the plus for new players, is you know that there's more. So you know doing those contact missions will lead you to being able to do a micro heist, which will then lead you to being able to do a big heist, which will then lead you to be able to buy businesses and etc, etc. Whereas when we first started out, it was, okay, we're doing these contact missions so I can buy the Adder, or I can buy the Zentorno, or I can buy another car, and that was it. So I feel like it's a double-edged sword there. Make sure you go check out those guys' videos. They're very, very good. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.